So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So been a while since I've done a Jetour review. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Jetour Auto Centris in their newly inaugurated showroom. What I have here today is the 2024 Jetour X70 Travel. So this model is only second to the base model. So literally I covered everything already of the X70 lineup, from the base model journey all the way up to the X70 Plus. So what do you get now with this X70 Travel? I've been actually wanted to review this for quite some time now because it's the only one that looks different compared with the rest. Of course, if you don't include the X70 Plus, you get a much smaller chrome grille compared with the X70 Sport and Journey. But unlike with the Journey model, this X70 Travel still gets a lot of tricks and techs up its sleeve. So you get halogen lights all around, but you still get LED DRLs. My biggest surprise here in the exterior, you still get 20-inch alloy wheels, which I didn't expect since the Journey were equipped with 18-inch wheels. So, pairing this X70 Travel, well, it's exactly the same with the X70 Sport and the X70 Journey, but I will still show you anyways. So, like with those models too, the hood of this is pretty heavy, so it goes to sure that Jetour know what they're doing with in terms of quality. A 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 147 horsepower and 210 Newton meters of torque. So like the three models except the X70 Plus, this one is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. So more or less, this will drive the same like with the Sports. Did a full test drive review of that too. Check that out on my channel. So here on the side profile of this X70 Travel, you still get roof rails, and there's a lot more cladding here now than usual. And here overall at the rear, looks a little bit more plain than usual, but it does give it a nice effect since this part now is blacked out compared with the colored ones like with the Journey and the Sport models. And like with those models, fake exhaust, but anyways, it's a common trend now. And two, you get LED taillights, and unlike with the Sport model now, you get a manual tailgate, but I don't mind that whatsoever. So you get lights over here and a 12-volt socket exclusively on the left side. So with all of the seats up, you get only a measly 94 liters. But what am I to complain about? This is a 7-seat crossover anyways. In this format, with all of the seats down, it totals at 1,260 liters. I mean, there's a lot of space for all of this. And finally, when you fold all of the seats down now, it's exactly the same too at 1,680 liters, which is pretty much the same with the rest of the X70 lineup. So that's about with the engine, the exterior, and the very heavy boot tailgate, oh my god, of this X70 Travel. Let's check out the interior. So this is the interior of the Jetour X70 Travel. Well, here in the door card, well, actually everything else here in the interior looks exactly the same like with the X70 Sport, with just again few minor changes here and missing buttons. So here in the door card, this plastic is a little bit on the squeegee side of things. You get leather here all the way to your elbow, and plastic below here on the door card for your cubby spaces and cup holders. And here on the left side of the dashboard, you get your usual side mirror adjustments, headlight levelers, your electronic stability control, and a very small compartment just down below for your coins and probably for your RFIDs. Steering wheel, again on the leather side of things. It's not as hard as the Journey model, but more familiar now like with that of the Sport model. And then you get your volume and phone connectivity buttons on the left side, and then you get adjustments for your instrument cluster and your cruise control functions here on the right side. I wasn't expecting that for this near to the base model. Your instrument cluster, I like there's a nice animation when you open it up. I know this does not exist like that of the Journey since those are all analogs, and there's numerous adjustments you can do there. And weirdly, this is the first model that I know from all the variants, everyone has a different system. So if not mistaken, the X70 Plus has Apple CarPlay or Android Auto or some car-bit infotainment system like with the X70 Sport. The X70 Journey does not get car-bit mirror link. It is available for download. This one for this Travel gets CarLife, I've been told by the fellow agents here, my friends here at Jetour X70, yeah, this one's a little bit difficult to use. I mean, it works, but the maps is kind of difficult to navigate, as I've been told only. So hopefully we get to know this in the future. And for your infotainment system, okay, it's the same. Looks like Android head unit as I mentioned in the Sport and Journey model, but at least you get all of your important functions. And surprisingly for this travel, you get a 360-degree camera. The resolution may not be the best out there, but hey, at least there still is. And above here in the dashboard, this one's plastic. This one, squeegee material compared with the Journey, which is all plastic. And here, glove box. Okay, that's pretty alright. There's gloss black trim, silver trim around here, and like with the rest of the X70 except the Plus model, below the infotainment system you get your buttons for your climate control. Oh, wait, I just realized now there's two hazard buttons. There's a blank button beside the air conditioning knob. Ah, that's weird. I've never seen that before. Anyways, so here in the center console, it's wrapped in leather, and then there's gloss black. As you can see, it's kinda dirty already. So same functions here for your engine start stop button, auto hold function, electronic parking brake, and you get your driving modes here for your sport and winter. No idea why you need that, but at least there still is. And below the right front passenger side, you get a 12-volt socket, and there's a cubby space yet again below the center console itself. And then further behind, you get two cup holders, and then here center console box, again wrapped in leather. Okay, pretty decent amount of space. And what I like too with this travel model, I thought being second only to the base model, these seats will be equipped with fabric, but no, these are all leather seats, exactly the same like the ones you find in the X70 Sport. And too, like that too, I mean, if I turn off the lights, it's so bright in here because above here you have your light controls, sunglasses holder, and your panoramic sunroof buttons. So this is pretty well spec already, even again as I said, second only to the base model. No vanity mirror here on the driver's side, it's only available here on the passenger side, but you get a ticket clip holder here, don't extend, exactly the same like with all Jetours. So yeah, that's about here in front of this X70 travel. Let's check out the second row. So this is the second row of the X70 travel. Again, more or less the same like with the X70 Sport model. So leather here on the door card, while above again it's all plastic this time, same to the ones like below, but for this part's all leather. And the seats here surprisingly are all leather still. And space here, again, pretty much the same throughout the X70 lineup. So feet room, body room, okay, doable. And then headroom, despite the sunroof, I'm 5'4". Again, I have enough headroom, so around 5'8" would be, I think, even be safe here in the rear seats. And then if I sit here in the middle, no transmission tunnel whatsoever, so again, pretty comfortable to sit here in the middle. Again, the cushion, as I said, like with all the X70 models, is much softer than in either on left and the right side. And there's a central armrest here, believe me there is, but again, it's just wrapped in plastic and I don't want to mess anything here in the interior. You get two map pockets, and then here in the middle you get two air conditioning vents, and way further down you still get at least two USB ports. And since we're here already, if this all goes well, I will do not have to invite my multiverse self to talk about the third row. Okay, right? Okay, here we go. So third row, yeah, same story, just enough feet room, and then knee room, about that much headroom. Whoa, that's like really tight already. But yeah, two halogen lights on either side, then two cup holders on this left side, and cubby space on the right side if you want to put your phones there. So yeah, that's about here with this X70 travel. More or less the same like with the X70 Sport. And there are just few things that have been removed, so I'll just put it all here on screen. And for the cost of all of this one stands at 1,259,000 pesos. So it's only 40,000 pesos difference between this and the Sport model. So I kind of understand now why everyone goes for the Sport model instead, since I mean that's a more complete card than this. Well, almost complete card because the X70 Plus model exists. But for this travel, I think I don't mind having this too, because this is actually one of the rarest X70 models here in the Philippines. Like, this is the only time I can shoot this model. It's been what, like almost half a year already since I wanted to shoot one of these. So yeah, again, if you want a different phase 2 like with the rest of the models, I highly suggest this travel model. So yeah, that concludes my walk-around review of this X70 Travel. Again, I'd like to thank everyone here again at Jetour EDSA Centris, to Ma'am Liza for making this all possible. And you may check out their newly inaugurated showroom here as well. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully again in the future with more Jetour reviews. Hopefully at Mias, we will know. Bye-bye.